Hello everyone. I hope you all are good and you all are practicing problems, learning concepts. Let us for now focus on this question. So question क्या कह रहा है? We have two cylinders of radius R1 and R2 and they have moment of inertia R1 and I2 about their respective axes. Okay. Initially the cylinders rotate about their axes with angular speed omega 1 and omega 2 you can see and they are oppositely directed. The cylinders are moved closer to touch each other, keeping the axes parallel. It means they are brought close together along this line. Okay, so along the line joining their centers, they are brought. Uh, they are brought close to each other. Done it? So this is what is happening. The cylinders first slip over each other. So when the contact is made for some time, first slip on the surface of second, or you can say second slips on the surface of one for some time. Done it? And then slipping stops. It ceases. It finally stops due to friction between them. So rolling will start sort of. Find the angular speed of cylinder after the slipping ceases. तो देखो हमारे पास सिंपल सी चीज ये है कि जब तुम्हारा स्लिपिंग सीज कर जाएगा लेट्स से दिस हैज अ वेलोसिटी ऑफ ओमेगा 1 डैश एंड दिस हैज अ वेलोसिटी ऑफ हाउ मच omega 2 dash, and then we will say that omega 1 dash r1 will be equal to omega 2 dash r2 क्योंकि at this point of contact one will have velocity in this direction omega 1 dash r1, two will have velocity in this direction omega 2 dash r2. Done it. And since there is no slipping happening after certain time, so let's say after delta t time I'm talking about, when slipping has stopped, uh, relative velocity between these two bodies at the point of contact is zero. It means this is equal to this. So this is one thing. But यहाँ पे देखो मैं बहुत सारी चीजें समझनी है. First चीज यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में मेंशन नहीं है, but the question I received in doubt, there it was mentioned that can we conserve angular momentum around any point? Okay. So let us talk about it. सबसे पहले आप देखो जब ये दोनों पास आएंगे तो होगा क्या? Let's say at this point they are coming in contact. So this is the point of contact I have marked. Okay. And what will happen just before contact में situation लिख रही हूँ, this has a velocity of omega 1 r1 and this has a velocity in this direction omega 2 r2. Let us say omega 1 r1 is greater than omega 2 r2, and if this is the case then what will happen? You will say that cylinder 1 has relative velocity of this much with respect to cylinder 2. It means if you consider cylinder 2 at rest, then cylinder 1 is moving in this direction with respect to 2. And if this is the case and there is friction between these two surfaces, then what will happen? Friction force will try to oppose this relative motion. So friction on first cylinder will act in this direction and reaction of this will appear on the second one in this case. In this direction. Okay, so this is the thing. अब आप देख रहे हो कि ये internal force है, friction acting between these two is internal force, and if I treat this as a system, can we conserve angular momentum? अगर हमने थोड़ा सा ऐसे ही सोचा तो ऐसा दिख रहा है कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि फ्रिक्शन, इस फ्रिक्शन का टॉर्क ऐसा है, इस फ्रिक्शन का टॉर्क ऐसा है, they are oppositely directed, equal in magnitude it seems like, so 0, external torque is 0, and then we will say angular momentum is conserved. But we cannot say this क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में ये नहीं दिया कि ये सिलेंडर फिक्स है. अगर ये सिलेंडर यहाँ पे फिक्स होता और ये सिलेंडर फिक्स होता, इन दैट केस वी वुड हैव कंजर्व दिस एंगुलर मोमेंटम. बट फिक्स नहीं है, कहने का मतलब ये कि जब इसमें फ्रिक्शन इधर लगेगा इट कैन मूव in this direction in delta t amount of time by some distance. Okay, similarly this cylinder can also move up by certain distance, and in that case point of application of friction, first cylinder के लिए मैं ये point लेती हूँ and second के लिए ये ले रही हूँ, ये दोनों move किया होगा, एक down एक up. So ये कुछ ऐसा हो गया, and let's say this is the center of first cylinder, so this is C1 and let's say this is your C2. So C1 के around this is the F force and this is the F force. अब अगर आप टॉग निकालते हो तो आपको C1 के अराउंड मैं टॉग निकाल रही हूँ, F का ये है एंड F, this F ka is this one. Distance has changed, right? So torque has changed. So this torque acting because of friction, which is the internal force, is not zero. It is non-zero. So we cannot conserve angular momentum. अगर ये दोनों फिक्स होता ना, ऐसा कुछ फिक्स होता, तो आप क्या बोलते? आप बोलते ठीक है, ये फिक्स है, ये फिक्स है, यहाँ पे ये फोर्स लग रहा है, ये पॉइंट यहीं पे रहना है क्योंकि ये फिक्स है, ये पॉइंट यहीं पे रहना है क्योंकि ये फिक्स है, एक पे फ्रिक्शन इधर, दूसरे पे इधर, दिस इज इंटरनल, नॉट गेटिंग सेपरेटेड. सो या external torque zero, we can conserve what angular momentum. But in this case, we cannot. And if we cannot, then what are the things we can use here? क्या concept use कर सकते हैं? So we can treat each of this cylinder as isolated system. So let us talk about the first cylinder. And on the first cylinder, there is friction acting in this way. So there is external angular impulse acting. So this friction is acting for how much amount of time? Delta t time. क्योंकि delta t time के बाद तो स्लिपिंग सीज कर जाता है, और अगर स्लिपिंग स्टॉप हो गया, रोलिंग का कंडीशन है, फ्रिक्शन won't act afterwards, right? So this is the thing. इसका आप निकालो पहले torque. So this will be equal to Fr1. So what is the angular impulse? Fr1 delta t. And see here carefully. जैसे देखो यहाँ पे velocity omega 1 था, ठीक है? Torque is acting in opposite direction. So omega 1 dash will be less than omega 1. So if you write angular impulse equal to change in angular momentum, that is I1 omega 1 dash minus I2 omega 2, डन है, सॉरी I1 omega 1. okay, so this is this thing, and this thing will be negative, है ना? हमें कैलकुलेशन को भी ध्यान से देखना है. दिस थिंग विल बी नेगेटिव. सो इन ऑर्डर टू मेक इट पॉजिटिव, आई मीन वी आर सिंपली स्केलरली राइटिंग थिंग्स, सो वी नीड टू राइट थिंग्स पॉजिटिव. जैसे मैंने एक पॉजिटिव क्वांटिटी लिखा है, इधर भी मुझे पॉजिटिव क्वांटिटी से ही इक्वेट करना होगा. सो नेगेटिव साइन वी विल बी गिविंग हियर, और डायरेक्टली यू कैन पुट नेगेटिव हियर wherever you keep it, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is this thing. नाउ सेकंड के लिए अगर आप लिखते हो, तो सेकंड को आप ध्यान से देखो. इस पे टॉर्क तुम्हारा किधर लग रहा है? इट इज इन दिस डायरेक्शन, इन द डायरेक्शन इन विच ओमेगा 2 इज देयर. सो ओमेगा 2 डैश विल बी ग्रेटर देन ओमेगा 2. ओके, सो फर्स्ट सेकंड के लिए अगर आप लिखते हो एफ आर टू डेल्टा टी, this is a positive quantity I'm writing, just the magnitude, and here it will be change in angular momentum I2 omega 2 dash minus I2 omega 2. So this is, I mean, positive, this is also positive, no problem. Okay, so let us write these two equations together and let us do something. So f r1 delta t को आप क्या लिख सकते हो? आप लिख सकते हो I1 omega 1 minus I1 omega 1 dash, and this f r2 delta t can be written as I2 omega 2 dash minus I2 omega 2. Okay, let us divide these two, क्योंकि हमें f नहीं पता, delta t नहीं पता, we need to cancel it, right? So let us write now. So I2 omega 2 dash R1 minus I2 omega 2 R1, and this will be equal to how much? I1 omega 1, and that is your R2 minus I1 omega 1 dash R2. ठीक है, चलो अब ओमेगा 2 को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? वी नो वन मोर रिलेशन, दैट इज ओमेगा 1 dash R1 is equal to omega 2 dash R2. So let us replace omega 2 dash here. So this is I2 R1. ओमेगा 2 dash को आप क्या लिख सकते हो? ओमेगा 1 dash R1 divided by R2. So this is minus I2 omega 2 R1, and this is equal to I1 omega 1 R2 minus I1 omega 1 dash R2. Omega 1 dash के टर्म को आप पास लेकर आ जाओ. So you can write it like I2, okay, and this is your omega 1 dash. एक काम करते हैं, ओमेगा 1 dash को कॉमन लेते हैं, ठीक है? So omega 1 dash I'm taking common, and in that case I'm going to write what? This is your I2, and this is your R1 का square by R2, and this is plus I1 divided by R2. Okay, this is this one, and this is I1 omega 1 R2 plus I2 omega 2. How much it is? It is your R1, है ना? Yeah, I1 omega 1 R2, I2 omega 2 R1. It is this one. So if you see here carefully, omega 1 dash is equal to I2 R1 का square plus I1 R2 का square, and then take R2 this side. So I1 omega 1 R2 plus I2 omega 2 R1 into R2. Okay, so what will be the value of omega 1 dash? Omega 1 dash you can clearly write as this is equal to I1 omega 1 R2 plus I2 omega 2 R1, and this into R2 divided by how much? This is your I2 R1 का square plus I1 R2 का square. Similarly, you can calculate omega 2. डन है, omega 2 dash क्या हो जाएगा? Omega 1 dash R1 by R2. So R2 यहाँ से cancel हो जाएगा, and R1 you will be left with. Okay, so answer वहाँ पे होगा this one. Only R2 will get replaced by R1. Okay, so yeah, this is the answer. I hope this question is clear, and I hope you are able to appreciate this solution. But if you have any doubt anywhere, you can always let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.